Scooby-Doo.
You can sell if you want, Armand. Thanks for the permission.
Just reading the tweets on live, huh? We're live, by the way. So please keep your once you go back comments to yourself, and once you go Armand, you never go back. Isn't that right? All right, here we go. It's 0 weeks now. 0 weeks and 6 days. 6 days. We need an eraser now for the whiteboard. We now need an eraser. Quick, write that down.
We need it.
Name them. Quick, write that down.
We have a spray.
That spray doesn't do anything. You still need a wipe for it.
The spray does something.
But you still got to wipe it. Your teacher didn't spray the whiteboard every time you had an eraser.
They kill me sometimes. Grant these.
Look, you're still over here. You need to drink your coffee. This isn't stocks are on. This is coffee's on. Stocks are on. That'd be kind of crazy though. Stock market could go wild. Oh man. You ready for school tomorrow?
No. No, Dad, I'm not.
I'm not asking you as a father. I'm asking you as a roommate.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't care who's asking. I'm still not ready. I don't care who's asking. You're gonna
Watch. What if your mom calls you right now and asks, Armand, are you ready for school? You'd be like, yes, Mom, I'm ready for school. Or you'd be like, no, I'm not ready for school. Where are you gonna take your first day of school photo? What is this, man? What is this? 1 second.
Because I was going on I had to see if I got any new messages.
Your phone. It's all right. This is the part of the show where I just talk to myself, I guess.
Marco, listen. No one's in here right now.
Yeah, but when people come in, what are they gonna do? Just see us?
Yeah, that's what people usually see. No one's.
And then they start off with a question. Thanks for the permission. Oh no. Dang, Armand! Wow, look at you with the Twitter comeback.
Hey, I truly hope I'm wrong.
You know, I forgot Byron Leftwich was the offensive coordinator for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, he is. He wants to become a head coach one day.
Perhaps replace the great Bill Belichick. Look at that. Mom says that she has to do taxes today, and she'll tune in the Coffee's On later, but she still loves the show.
Josh is here. Josh heard me.
Josh! You're a wiener.
Josh, you got any questions for us? Anything. About anything.
Do you want to come on the show and chat?
What's your opinions on the animated motion picture?
Wow.
Shark Tale.
Wow. How much time we got? How much time do we got?
As much as you want. It's just us three.
I think that's the movie we should watch tonight when we get Terrell.
I think Shark Tale is one of the greatest animated movies for multiple reasons. I had it on DVD all the time.
Please, write them down. We have a whiteboard.
First of all, the way they animated it, did you ever think animated fish can look like the actors that played them?
No, I did not think that. No.
And Shark Tale came and said,
hold
your motion picture.
I don't think Martin Scorsese's shark, though, looks like Martin Scorsese in it. Revolutionary.
You're right, because Martin Scorsese isn't a shark in there. He's a pufferfish. What animal would he be? That's a perfect animal for him.
So, yeah, and then Robert De Niro's the shark.
Of course.
His son, that's played by
Jack Black. Who
is
is
he?
A shark who thinks he's a dolphin. Angelina Jolie.
A fish, an angelfish, right?
Yeah.
With
great lips.
She was an angel. She was an angelfish. Well,
they actually made sure the lips looked like Angelina Jolie's lips.
Did they really? Was that like a fact from the art? Hey, I don't doubt it. I'm looking back on it right now. Katie Couric's person looks like Katie Couric.
She plays like a Katie Couric and like whatever the character's name is, but it's
Katie Current. Katie Current.
I tell you, when I say I've seen this movie a lot, I used
Renee
to watch
Zellweger,
Will Smith.
Will Smith. The personality, man. Oscar, and this is the name too. Oscar. Josh's favorite, Ernie and Bernie, the Ziggy Marley Shark Tale soundtrack. You know, I'm glad that you brought that up, Josh, because Terrell said he used to listen to that soundtrack all the time when he was a kid. He used to fall asleep listening to it on the CD. You know how our parents had Walkmans for cassettes. We had CD players for our CDs. I remember they used to be round and not CD but the CD players.
Yeah.
Used to be round. You had the clip right there. You can unclip. You can untop it. There's a CD right there. You got your place for your earbuds to go in. It was just a beautiful thing. You could carry it all with you in just your hand, like part of it, like when you're walking through classes and stuff. Unfortunately, we didn't get to listen to music in school, unless it was chosen for us. But you know, that's what all we could do. Three Little Birds was on there. Good Foot.
Don't worry.
Can't Wait. Car Wash with Christina Aguilera.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet Kind of Life, Cheryl Lynn. Yep. Pussycat Dolls were on that. I didn't know that.
And what's
Got
the
to
last
do-
song? Car Wash. Car Wash.
Oh yeah, well it's a second song on the soundtrack, but yeah, the last song in the movie. No, but yeah, the last song in the movie, of course.
What with
The
Christina
song.
Aguilera looks
Yeah.
like her. What's her face?
JoJo? Mojo Jojo?
What's her name? Do do do. Boom boom. You know the song?
I can go through the songs again. I got
No.
them on the soundtrack right here.
What's her name? Missy Elliott.
Oh, Missy Elliott.
Her
Yeah.
fish too. They both look like they're fishes.
I didn't know Missy Elliott was in it.
She's in the song. In the car wash.
Car Wash song?
Yeah.
She is. I guess I didn't listen. I didn't listen to the soundtrack as much as you guys did.
Well, no, it's just at the end of the. It's
In the movie.
yeah, it's in the movie. So we had the DVD, so we'd watch it a lot.
DVDs. Seeing how long it took for you to look at me.
I felt you.
You don't look at me anymore. We don't look at each other on Copies On. You're looking at your computer too much. You don't need to look at the computer anymore. You can look at me. Look at the phone. Look at the people.
It's just us three in here.
There's
Us two
8.
And Josh.
No, there's 8 people in here, Armand.
Well,
And maybe if I'm surprised you didn't know that looking at your computer.
because I don't get the viewers like you do.
We got
And
9.
you know that.
I don't know that. I forget things. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm taking a BuzzFeed quiz right now.
Why are you taking a BuzzFeed quiz right
See,
now?
Look at my comments. Is it not in the comment?
No, I didn't see your comment.
Good morning,
Good morning, Uncle Jesse.
Uncle Jesse.
He's in the building. Look at that. You're my hero, Uncle Jesse. Oh, you learned about Menudo before, right?
Menudo, yeah.
What?
What is it called? I forgot what it was
Menudo.
called yesterday. Huh?
I'm probably saying it wrong too.
Say it again.
Menudo.
Menudo.
Hey, it's either or.
No, my uncle was talking about it.
So Uncle Jesse brought some over the other day for Danny and him. They were like 2 little kids. Remember I told you like how Daddy used to feed us bottles of the juice. Those guys, I don't know anybody on this planet who loves it as much as Danny does.
Because they love it, or do they eat it because they need it for whatever reason?
Probably both. I think it's a good way to start your Sunday morning. It's a good way to get your morning going. I would say that it is a necessity. But what you learned about it?
No, it was just from my uncle. The way he said it was that, what is it? Intestines? What's in it?
A cow intestine, cow stomach.
Uh-huh. Well, he said it's used for hangovers.
Yeah, hangovers. It's a good hangover meal as well. We're gonna talk about that story.
No.
But first, we'll say good morning, Grandma Jana and Aunt Angie.
Good morning, Grandma Jana.
And Aunt Angie.
And Aunt Angie.
And Aunt Angie. Josh put me on the Imagineering show on Disney Plus. Very good show. Very good show. Very good documentary.
And Shark Tales. one of the fish was named Angie. I think Renee Zellweger.
Yes, yeah, the best friend. Yep. She was looking after Oscar, man, this whole time.
Because she liked him.
I know
He
she liked
didn't know.
He didn't know.
Until it was almost too late.
He was too focused on Angelina Jolie and not enough on Renee. What was Angelina Jolie's fish's name?
I don't know, but she was scary.
Gave you nightmares of
that
fish?
That movie talks about betting, horse betting or seahorse betting.
Seahorse betting.
Talks
People
about the
coming after
mob.
him. You got a shrimp on a hook that's gonna get caught by a shark in the beginning.
The shrimp.
Don't you tell me that Scorsese did not.
He went off on that film.
He-
Wait, did he?
not
Did he
tell me
direct it?
No, he didn't direct it. But don't tell me that he did not have a hand in the editing or the shots that happened or the scenes.
And
Not-
the cinematography.
I don't know. I don't know if we go that far because it was animation,
It
but
was directed by Rob Letterman.
Rob Letterman. Secretly directed by Martin Scorsese. Uncle Jesse says he didn't like menudo as a kid, but when you're poor and at the table on Sunday morning, that's what we ate. Love it now. There you go. So I guess he's kind of giving kind of the cultural background a little bit of it. It's a cultural thing. It's what you eat. It's what you eat when you go over to your grandma's house. It's what you ate at your grandma's house.
I didn't know if this is something that you.
At least that's what it was for me. You ate it when you went to your grandma's.
I didn't know if this is something that, like, regardless if you liked it, let's say you were a little sick or like how my uncle said hungover. If there's some type of thing. I can't say anything nice about nothing I'm in. But I didn't know if it's like something that menudo.
Yeah.
If it's
all right if you mess up on saying
if
it's fine.
I want to say menudo.
I think that's pretty funny, menudo, like, cause it's soup. No, there's no noodles in it.
There's a need, like you might be a little sick, or you might be like, I don't know, you might be like some type of remedy type thing,
Oh, it's a remedy, all right. It is a remedy. It fills the soul. We're gonna go get some on Sunday, or Super Bowl Sunday. We can't go get some on Sunday. We'll go get some.
We'll get some one day.
I'll get some tomorrow before you go to school. If
I'm gonna be in class.
If Ponchos has it, I don't know if because usually it's only sold on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
But if I'm gonna have. I guess you're right.
Maybe somewhere.
Okay,
hang
so
on.
it's a type of need thing.
So you can go where they sell it. You could go with your pot. We just take a pot from the kitchen and you can go and have it filled.
So you can do this.
You can buy by the bowl. You can buy by the cup, or you can
anywhere, or you have done this at places, because I believe that you've done it, but I don't think I can show up to like a Ponchos.
Not a Ponchos, but maybe a hole in the wall type thing somewhere off Kansas Avenue or Southwest Boulevard. You go in and you have an empty pot. They know exactly what you want, and then you can hand them $10 and say, "Here, give me $10 worth," and they'll put $10 worth in your pot. That's what Danny used to do all the time.
Like,
Grandma Janet's saying though, do not eat the menudo.
Why?
I don't know.
I feel like it's something that probably a lot of people won't like, but I mean, it makes sense, right? The way you explained it, no one's gonna want to go eat intestines, but that's the great thing about other cultures. They're gonna have brain or intestine, tongue, the weirdest body part that might taste good. There's an Iranian dish that I haven't seen in like 12 years, but it's a breakfast. It's like a stew, but it's brain. Oh,
I didn't give you a mic.
Yeah, you never gave me a mic.
Well, I did, but I never plugged it in. I'm over here looking at you like, did you sit on it again? I'm glad people can still hear you though. That means the mics work pretty good from a distance.
Oh yeah, this is my favorite view. Yeah.
Man, don't be telling people about that. Grandma,
that was funny.
you sip the broth. I like that, Grandma Janice. Good advice for first timers. People who eat menudo for the first time. You sip the broth. You don't. I know Sam didn't. I don't think he liked it. He doesn't like the idea of eating the cow intestines as well, the stomach.
Oh, but he had never had it before?
No, he has. He has had it before. I can't remember if he. We've never had it together as roommates, which is kind of unfortunate now that I think about it. But I can't remember if he talked about whether or not he liked it or not. But don't worry, Armand. It doesn't come with corn husk. It's not like tamales.
Skip.
Mm. Man, get this guy out of my comments and get him on a plane back home already.
Be careful
Too
what
late.
you wish for.
Do people prefer flying in the morning, the afternoon, or at night? Because Terrell, for some reason, prefers all three and changes every time. He'll have you drop him off in the morning, then he'll have you pick him up at night.
Skip.
So what do I gotta tell you, Skip? Why are you scheduling these flights, Skip?
Hey, Terrell, someone had their coffee. Someone.
He missed the Shark Tank. Grandma Jana prefers the morning. See, I like the morning too because if you let's say we're flying to California and you get a flight out of here at 9 a.m. You get there. You got a whole day. You got a day for it. You got a whole day.
What do I need to chill out about, Jeff? I'm confused. I like flying there on a morning, so you can spend your vacation that day.
Yeah. And then flying back. So you fly back at night too, then.
I don't care when I fly. I don't know. I haven't flown in so long.
Yeah. Me neither. I haven't flown since that time I jumped out of a plane. Terrell.
I haven't been on a plane in a couple summers. I think.
Oh, you went into deep thought there about the last time.
Yeah, I
you
was
flew.
thinking about the last time I flew.
When was it?
I think it was when I was coming back from New York.
Oh, New York. Did you fly out of LaGuardia? LaGuardia?
LaGuardia. Like it's spelled LaGuardia, but like I think it's actually pronounced LaGuardia.
Like LaGuardia and Levioso.
LaGuardia. And here he comes!
Oh, we've been waiting on it.
He has entered the building!
Alright. So Terrell's our gift, first of all. Getting Terrell back into the house.
Mm-hmm.
We'll love that. But he also has
wrapped.
What?
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
No,
yeah.
it's not wrapped. So Terrell has a gift coming for our coffees on. Maybe a live opening because we haven't. Because I don't know. Usually deliveries come around 10 or 11 o'clock, so we'll see.
I don't know.
Maybe I'll have it by the end of the show. We have to end on time today because I got a dentist appointment today.
Mm. You better brush your teeth before.
Yeah, I know. I flossed before we started the show. Fingers crossed though. No cavities, so I can get that box of cereal. Renee owes me like 8 boxes from over the years. I had 2 cavities last time I went to the dentist.
2
cavities.
I think I had my first 1 or 2 cavities.
Yeah, Josh, that's right. We're all here, baby. We are all here. Raj is in the building.
Yeah, should we answer Raj's questions?
I like that. What trade happened, Raj? I don't know which trade you're talking about. Oh, Danny knows. Danny says, Armand, you'll love it.
You know, I have a feeling that, honestly, I probably will. I told you what I'm picky about when it comes to eating, and it's like very specific things.
You're not the pickiest.
Like horseradish, relish, eggplant is like baba ganoush, if anyone's had baba ganoush, but something like that where the eggplant's kind of crushed.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
So that's what baba ganoush is.
I think. I never.
Just
so
crushed.
baba ganoush, I think, is like Greek Middle Eastern, and then
they have it at the
Iran-
gas station
yeah.
we go to.
Yeah.
Baba ganoush. Oh yeah.
I'm not a fan.
It looks like hummus a little bit, but
I think it is a little, yeah.
It's eggplant mixed. Excuse me. Eggplant mixed with tahini, olive oil, and possibly lemon juice and various seasoning. It is of Lebanese origin. Interesting.
Okay, eggplant. I'm not saying I hate eggplant. Like I think I had eggplant that pasta Lily made, but it was just a different type. So yeah, I'm not that picky.
I love me some good falafel.
Estimated delivery is 11:45 to 1:45. I hope that's Central Time kick move _.
I hope that that's your estimated delivery time.
Okay, Jeff and Raj want to hear about. Ooh, yes, please.
Please, what? You didn't ask for anything. Actually, you did say yes, please. You're doing better than my mom did. We went to go eat when she was here in town, and she just kept doing this. She just kept doing. I had my water, and I had the water, and I was filling up my water, and she just did this.
Maybe it's because when I poured some people water, I got made fun of.
She. That's moms, though. You know, they don't have. They shouldn't. They don't have to ask. All they have to do is just hold their cup up, and you're like, okay, yeah, I know what that means.
Okay, so I think the people want to hear about this Stafford trade. Give them the background.
The Stafford trade.
Stafford trade.
The Stafford Act.
The Stafford Act.
I think that's actually real.
It is. I think Stafford is also a type of like animal or thing.
Disaster relief and emergency assistance. Wow. Well, if anything, Detroit was a disaster, and now it has some relief. But the emergency is in LA because the Rams haven't had a first-round pick in the last 7 years, and they still have yet, and they've only had one Super Bowl appearance since then, during that streak. Kind of, you know, they not really anymore because you got rid of Goff's contract that was going to be, let's see, it was going to be over $30 million for the year, which is too much for anyone to pay for Jared Goff.
Do you make fun of someone who doesn't eat breakfast every day?
No, because I never ate breakfast every day.
Because there's no reason to make fun of them if they're still living their life without breakfast, right?
Where are you going with this?
Maybe the Rams are living their life without those first-round picks.
Yeah, they are living their life without the first-round picks, but I'm just telling you, they've gone last. Oh, my favorite shot of the day. My favorite angle. You guys have Armand's cam. I have Armand's camera. I don't know when I'm going there. All right.
Hey, Kick Move. You should be careful of your words.
Or you're going to be kicking and moving.
You forgot that I remember everything.
You forgot who's picking you up from the airport.
Terrell's feeling crazy.
Terrell's ready to come home.
Jeff really likes to what is it called? Dish it, but he's never there to pick it up from the lunch table.
Oh, Armand served cold today. Best served cold.
So the Stafford trade.
Yeah. You were talking about are the Rams living without eating breakfast?
So without their breakfast. I'm thinking the Stafford trade
puts them in good position, puts them in better position.
You want to see a joke? Hey.
I'd rather hear it.
Closed. Did you hear the roads are closed today?
What roads?
Just give about 60 seconds. We'll just wait.
What is the joke here, man?
I mean, we'll see if it shows up in the
We
comments.
talk about the Goff trade, talk about the Stafford trade, and now we're talking about roads being closed. We're confusing our viewers now.
Hey, Cranky Pants. Okay, thank you, Raj.
There's the kicker right there. There is no joke.
That's funny, Terrell. Check your phone. So Lions, Rams. Rams are in win now. What?
They are in win now. Yes,
They're in win now.
It's just you break. I love it. We break the third or that. What is that? That's third wall. The third wall.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. Isn't that like a thing that they say in acting? The third wall, where you talk to the audience. You break
I never broke
third
the
wall.
third wall. I wasn't that good at acting. Okay, so what's your thought on this Rams trade? Sorry, I'm getting confused because
Fourth wall.
Jeff and Terrell are making fun of me, but then it's easy to be a keyboard warrior when you're miles away. But when Terrell's sitting in the front seat or needs a ride today,
see, look. Use your words, not your fingers, to get the.
it's okay. Whether it's just my words or just my fingers, Terrell can use his feet.
Because then you jump in and then you jump out and you jump out of the topic. So the Rams are in win now mode. Detroit's obviously in rebuild. The Rams gave up 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and this year's third. So there's nothing for this year because they didn't have a first round pick trade this year. I don't believe so. But they trade basically 2 future firsts, 2 future seconds. Detroit's in rebuild mode.
So now the Lions have 4 first-round picks under their arsenal.
They have Jared Goff. So what you're telling me is there's no other team that has the capital to trade for Deshaun Watson than the bad team in Detroit.
Bad team in Detroit. The team in New York has the capital to trade for him. Yeah, I would say that if there's teams, I would say the teams that I see more likely to go after Deshaun are now the Lions with their capital that they have, including a quarterback that's still a Super Bowl appearance quarterback, and then New York with Sam Darnold, who we don't want to give up on yet. We want to give him a chance, and the draft capital that they have. But who won the trade, essentially? Detroit or LA? Because I'm thinking Detroit won it in this case.
I don't know. I think it's fine for both teams. Why? Because the Rams have shown that they, for some reason, don't care about their first round picks, whether that's good or not.
Maybe it's an analytics thing.
Maybe that's, I don't know. But they're probably seeing what's the most important position. Regardless if someone wants to say football is a 53-man sport or there's other positions, I know that. But what's the most important position?
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Let's look at this Super Bowl. Who are the two? I mean, yeah, for other reasons, but look at the Super Bowl. Who are the two biggest reasons that those two teams are in the Super Bowl? Both quarterbacks. Look at who they played against
to get to the Super Bowl.
To get the Super Bowl. Sure, there's other players like the Tennessee Titans who got out in the first round, right? They have their running backs better than quarterback. Or who are some other teams? Chicago Bears. Their defense is better than quarterback. They got out in the first round.
Yep.
Or the Saints, they have a legendary quarterback who's just a little too old. They got out in the divisional round.
Yeah.
So this is showing that you need a great quarterback to be more than just a good team. Sure, I've been proven wrong before. Terrell, when he was still sucking his thumbs, the Ravens had made the Super Bowl, right? 2000. Who was their quarterback?
Oh God!
Exactly.
Probably the worst Super Bowl quarterback to ever win that Super Bowl.
Exactly.
I can't think of his name. Trent Dilfer. Yeah, they had a great defense. Though.
Exactly. See, sure, there were some teams in the past that had made it without, but that's a dying breed.
Excuse me. The Lions only got 2 first-rounders and a third-round pick. There was no second-round picks in that.
So I think although the Lions did the best thing for their future, and usually we would say they won, I'm not disrespecting him. Well, kind of I am. But I'm just saying that.
No, we're not Dilfer stans. No.
He wasn't a he's not a quarterback that we're going to be licking our fingers.
Sorrell, I don't want to hear you be a Stan Dilfer. The Giants could have won that. If the Giants won that Super Bowl, you would be a New York fan today. So don't talk about that. It just the only reason you did not become a fan of the Ravens until after that game. You are not a Dilfer stan. So stop it. Stop it right now. No one stands Trent Dilfer. No one stood him as an analyst. He was crappy at that job too. No, he has been mediocre in professional sports since he started playing. Stop it. Stop it. You'd be a Giants fan today if David Carr would have won that Super Bowl. Just stop it.
He did fine as an analyst, but it was just
he didn't.
No, it was just like his football playing days. The other people at the table were carrying it. Right?
Yeah,
Which isn't a bad thing.
Hold on. Breaking news in stock.
Hold on. We're
I hope y'all invested in Dogecoin.
Oh.
Okay. I thought we made money.
I thought there was like a big thing.
All right. Anyway, Jeff Sutherland, our stock guy.
Jeff, just come back in. Just come back in when you have good news.
Jeff, can you do my taxes this year?
Otherwise, just
it's not too early. Atlanta, no, that's the point of coffee's on. You need to have your coffee, all right? It's not too early to be yelling at people. It is 10:30. People have been up since 5 a.m. That's not us, though. We are not those people. Nothing will please Armand today. The man's got school tomorrow. Give him a break. No one has it's the biggest Sunday before school.
I'm just waiting for one more person to come in and start beating up on. Oh, there you go.
Boom. Cousin Steffi, always there. She did. It spilled on her. Lena, oh, I'm so sorry. That is one of the getting coffee spilled. Getting coffee spilled on you is not the best thing in the world.
From downtown.
I'm about to kick him.
Boom.
I'm about to kick him out of these.
Boom.
We did.
I thought that was a different girl.
I
Wasn't it a different girl last time?
Yeah, we got Terrell. I don't even know what
You
he's
know,
doing now. He's
Steph
gone.
Curry. Why is Steph Curry the greatest shooter of all time? He never stopped shooting. How many field goals did he miss in some of his best games? A lot of freaking field goals. But what does Steph do? Yeah, you're right. It wasn't the same because Steph started making the shots, but Terrell's still waiting. He's still throwing it up there. I'm sorry.
Danny likes that Danny thinks that Danny Falcon, he's going to be on the show this week also, our Chiefs insider. Nick Springer has agreed to come on the show as well, so our friend Nick, he's flying in
the
from San
voice
Antonio.
of
The voice of
in San Antonio, the Birds.
We're going to find out on Wednesday when we talk to him. We'll find out how the play-by-play calls.
It's some private school. It's some like Catholic, some religious school. Because that's in their name.
One of those.
In San Antonio. Okay, maybe we should start talking football. What did Danny say?
He said he thought Detroit won the trade by a lot.
He thought Detroit won the trade. You know, I think Detroit did well. They got rid. It was good.
And now Indy should be in play for Watson. So remember we said Jets and Detroit. Well, he thinks Indianapolis is right there.
I think Indianapolis, but the problem is this, Danny, and everyone else. It's going to depend on. It doesn't matter who's in the running, or it's going to depend on who has enough capital to please the Texans.
What did they say yesterday, Armand? You read it to me. What are they looking for?
What they want? 4 first-round picks
and 2 defensive players. Like,
where
did you see that from? Twitter?
Yeah, it was from Twitter.
I'm gonna need a source for that one.
Okay.
Or else we look like bad journalists.
What is it called? His name is Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Trade. They want to sort. The only source is a checkmark tweet. So deal with that as you wish.
Checkmark Twitter. Checkmark. Carolina. Now, Raj. All right.
It was from John McClain.
Okay, John McClain. He writes down.
They'll want 2 1s, 2 2s, and 2 young defensive starters. So 4 top 2-round picks and 2 defensive starters.
So right there, Raj, that tells me, and that he writes down in Houston too. He writes, I think Houston Chronicle covers the Texans for the Houston Chronicle. The mercenary, no, not the mercenary, but Carolina. I had proposed it in a group chat last night, and it got shut down because people believe that the people in the group chat. You know, I'm with Adam Scheffner, Field Yates, all those guys.
I think Carolina should
Terrell
do something
Henderson.
else. I think Carolina should draft Trey Lance.
There you go.
And you know what they should do? Sit behind Bridgewater for a year.
Why?
Because I notice. How should I? Hey, if Carolina wants to get okay, you're right. You
got Trey Lance in your fantasy draft yesterday in the 3rd or 4th round.
I did. And you know who Trey Lance reminded me of? _?
Kyler Murray. No. Who?
On that man game, he doesn't have an arm yet. But his feet. He has feet. He has legs, and he uses them.
I think I see what you're seeing.
And that's what I saw. He had 4 attempts for 20-some yards in my Madden, but I stopped playing him because he couldn't pass for poop. But
hey, you drafted Micah Parsons.
I did draft Micah Parsons. He's an immediate starter right now. I put him on left outside linebacker.
Okay. He was a 75 overall when you drafted him too.
Because they aren't sold on Teddy Bridgewater, and they have some weapons, right? They already have a young coach, and the young coach is looking for the coach to grow under his watch, right? Yeah, Matt Rule. So why not get a college quarterback from the former college coach to sit under your starter, just like other teams have done in the recent past, whether it's for a full season like our Chiefs or for half a season like your Ravens, right? I know for different reasons, but still, they do that. They watch, and whether it's someone who wants to teach like a Smith or maybe someone who doesn't want to teach like a Flacco or Roethlisberger, you can hope that maybe he can grow into something.
So one fun fact about the Panthers, though, and the Dolphins, their head coach has got an early look at some senior players that are going to be in the draft this year.
Because Matt Rule was at the Senior Bowl, right?
Both him and Brian Flores were the head coaches of the two teams. So I don't think Carolina takes a chance on trading for a quarterback. They may draft one in the later rounds, but Mike Parson makes sense because how young the defense is. I think last year they used all their picks on defensive players, and the pass defense on that team still ranked towards the bottom of the league. But man, they need to add some more weapons on their team to help Bridgewater out for the season. And
maybe they get a receiver. Maybe they're at number 7. I think the great thing about this draft, it's kind of like maybe any other NFL draft.
Yeah.
We don't really know how things are going to fall. You have the number 1, but then number 2 kind of might control. Jets or whoever is going to be number 2 kind of control where the draft is going to go after them. If they get that quarterback, that's 2 quarterbacks off the board. If they get a receiver, that's maybe the Heisman's now off the board. But then they can kind of run the whole thing. Then it goes to number 3, Dolphins. Is it going to be theirs or someone else's? Then that just keeps going down.
I'm trying to find how many picks that they have this year. It's so hard to find how many picks one team has in a draft.
In the first round or just in general?
And then draft, just in the draft. I'm looking for. I keep saying they have the number 8 pick. Yeah, I know they got the number 8 pick. Where else are they picking in the draft? How many draft picks do they have? Google, man, just what happens when you do live research and it comes back and backfires. Terrell's taking over the comments for.
Yeah, he is. Hey Terrell, go get a drink real quick.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we can get some other comments.
This guy types so much.
This guy stinks.
Over here saying stupid take. Mike Parson needs South Carolina.
Terrell, have you showered today?
I don't even know what that means.
We can smell you from here.
It's become the Terrell show really quick. Over here.
No.
Okay, so I was trying to find Raj's comments. He was talking about Sean McVay is one of the best coaches, one of the best NFL defenses. Interesting how that happens after we used to laud him as an offensive genius. Ooh. See what happens when you type so much, Terrell? We actually miss good comments. Considering this, who's on that team? They keep the same offense that they had last. They
have a good offense. Yeah.
I think now with Matthew Stafford, a quarterback that doesn't have to listen to the head coach and just throughout the whole game.
I don't think Stafford's going to crash. And I think there's some type of connection. Like McVay's best friend's sister is Stafford's wife.
Wait, really?
Yeah, McVay's best friend's sister.
You're just getting all the storylines today, aren't you?
I didn't know about that. Well, I didn't make anything of it.
All right, so Danny says Watson's going to be riding the wave out in Houston. There's no future with Houston, man. With what they don't have.
I mean, finally, we're 38 minutes in, and KickMove_ makes his first good point of the morning.
What's that?
We aren't. I think is right. We aren't talking about Goff's future. The only reason people are saying Lions won is because of the picks. No one's remembering that Goff is part of that, and probably that speaks a lot. Everyone thinks Goff is what a forgotten project.
A quarterback that needed a coach to hold his hand throughout every game.
Yeah, but I think Goff can be a top 16 quarterback.
But a top 16 quarterback doesn't get you wins. It doesn't get a top 16 quarterback with Dan Campbell as your head coach. I'm going to be very curious to see how that works right there. Did you see Stafford also wanted to be traded anywhere but New England?
I think that was good. I feel like Goff, though, I won't be surprised if he keeps moving. If he keeps going around. And maybe he looked like a top 16 because he had above average weapons.
Yes, because of Matt Patricia. Yes, kick move. That's why I said that. I'm not blaming him. It was a joke. Well,
did you see?
He's over here saying, I'm not blaming him for not wanting to be traded. I thought it was funny that he didn't want to be traded.
Who might go to New England?
Yeah, you told me about last night. But
what's his name? Stafford's former wide receiver at Detroit. Yeah. What's his name? Marvin Jones?
Marvin Jones, yep. He was on American Idol once. Yep, went on there and sang for an audition.
Really?
He went to Hollywood. No, I don't blame Stafford either. No.
Okay, but I mean, that was the first.
Hey, look at that. Don't blame him. That's you getting on me, man. Get off me. Get off me. Get away from me. What does he say when he's here? When he gets home from work and we try to talk with him, but he's grumpy. What does he say to us?
First of all, it's not we trying to talk with him. I'm quiet. I'm over here sucking my thumb. Well, if he's from work, I have a whole strategy. I know what I'm doing. I listen to you. How was work? How was your day? And I get the same question from you and the same answer from him every single time. I'm waiting for one of you to catch on and realize that, okay, maybe we should change up the way we ask our questions. Like my question. Hey, Terrell, this weekend, what's the craziest thing that happened? Instead of asking how was his weekend, what's he going to say? Eeyore, right? Or what's the craziest thing that happened? He's going to say, I'm going to show you when you come back. Why? Because he got his hair done.
If he doesn't work Wednesday, we're gonna.
It snowed. That's what happened.
So Marvin Jones possibly going to New England.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is their quarterback situation going to look like, though?
We'll find out. We'll find out by the beginning. No, they're going to look for someone. He still likes what's his face, Auburn guy though.
Cam Newton, Auburn guy.
No, not Cam Newton. I know that's funny. I said other guy was Auburn guy. What's his name?
He beat Oregon when he was in
the backup.
The backup. I almost said Ricky Stanzik for some odd reason.
Ricky Stanzik.
Yes, Stidham. Yes, thank you, Stidham. Yes,
Stidham. Jared Stidham.
He's still.
Jared.
You think Bill Belichick still likes
Bill
him?
Belichick? I think likes him. I don't know why, because he hasn't shown anything. But granted, there aren't too many weapons there. So maybe if they get a Marvin Jones, then maybe Cam can look like something with Marvin Jones, or maybe they have Mac Jones. You're right. That's I don't know.
I'm very curious
Who
to see
knows?
what their rebuild looks like.
But
Detroit though, is Detroit looking at Goff maybe as a trade piece now?
I think you're right. They are trying to grow for the future, regardless if Goff is a top 16 or not. Yeah, and maybe Cam needed another wide receiver like a Marvin Jones, right? I don't know. Who maybe we're just glorifying them getting Marvin Jones. In the end, to me, Belichick's Patriots are still coached by Belichick, so I don't know what can happen until I continue to be proven otherwise. That Belichick needed Brady. I still believe that Belichick is still going to be. He can still do something. I think they're going to move around Goff. For something else. And I'm not saying Watson wants to go to Detroit. I don't know why he would want to go to Detroit.
Galladay's a free agent this year too, right?
He's another Lion, right?
Yeah. So, wow, that's just kind of crazy to think about. You don't get it. Your only pick that you got in the trade for this year is a third rounder, but we're already talking about Marvin Jones, their number 2, possibly going to New England. Kenny Galladay is a free agent this year. Your starting offense is Jared Goff, DeAndre Swift, Mohamed Sanu, Jamal Agnew, Quintez Cephas, Danny Amendola, whoever's next up on that wide receiver list, and then T.J. Hawkinson, your tight end. That is a
work in progress.
A work in progress. Backup quarterback's Chase Daniels, though. Paycheck. That's just a paycheck quarterback. They're nothing there.
Happy first day of classes, Mia.
Happy first day of classes to everyone at KU. Yours is tomorrow, so I keep forgetting.
What can you say? This is now Mia's second semester?
Yeah.
All you got to say is this semester is going to be better than the last.
You just say that each semester.
Say that each semester.
As you're walking up that hill.
This semester is going to be better than the last. Thanks, Kick Move, but my first day's tomorrow.
As you're walking up that KU hill, building up those calf muscles.
Just one look
on this cold day. Remember cold, windy days walking on campus?
From Tennessee up. There were one day it was real icy. And me and Marty were at one point even started sliding down a bit. We had to walk on the grass. And then they had a snow day in the middle of the day. I see Fulton Caster.
I hate when school does that, man. When they no classes for the afternoon. Well, thanks for making me come in the morning to my morning classes.
Why no classes? Because it's not safe for anyone to go to class. Then what happens? It's safe for everyone to go to the bars. That always killed me. That killed me. That logic is hilarious,
bro.
But I love it.
Wait, you're talking so like a snow day in the middle of the afternoon? Everyone was going to the bowl. I remember our first snow day bar trip. It was the last one.
There were some good times. Holy moly!
Thoughts on LaMelo Ball? Thoughts on the? Do you want our thoughts on the Nets though? No, I'm kidding.
The Nets.
The
remember, people were saying listen, they're gonna have time. The great thing about the NBA season is you got how many games you have this season? 7 or something?
Yeah.
They got time to figure it out, and they're in the East.
Yeah.
That's more time. They have up until June to figure it out.
Danny even knew we were sitting at the big mill here in Lawrence, and we were watching TV, and on Around the Horn, they had proposed a question about the Lakers after they lost 2 straight. Is there anything to see here? No, there's nothing. And he's like, no, absolutely not. Look what happens. They win their next 2 games. The Nets are gonna figure it out at some point. But yeah, LaMelo Ball, he's definitely showcasing more than what his brothers showed in their first year in the NBA. And I'm just speaking of Lonzo, but I'm not blaming Lonzo for the pressure. That was Magic Johnson's fault for drafting him in the second pick.
Oh, well, in high school, people had thought that LaMelo was probably going to be better than Lonzo.
Right. But
regardless of what Lonzo did in college, which wasn't extraordinary, but he still did something, right?
Still did something.
That's the thing about this world. You don't need to be extraordinary all the time. You just got to do something.
He is showing out in his first year. Is he your guy? Is this rookie of the year? I'll ask you guys that. Is he right now your rookie of the year?
He probably is right now. He has the name, he has the stats, and his owner has the sport in his backyard. So
The Pelican spacing also terrible, which kills Lonzo's game. Lonzo hasn't been put into an offense where he can thrive yet, sadly, because the Lakers he was supposed to be the answer for the Lakers, but the thing is, dude isn't like his brother. He can't come on a bad team and just turn them around, or at least give them some respect to their name. But
27.
I don't even know. What is Lonzo's game? I feel like he just should pass it more than shoot.
Lonzo's game was being a great college basketball player.
Get 8 points and just get 20 assists.
He was a triple-double. He couldn't score long, maybe at 12 points, but he was still assisting and rebounding. He was great for college basketball. But how does that, and please prove me wrong, how does that game translate to the current NBA? And Terrell's either going to say Armand has a point, Terrell's going to say Armand knows nothing. But that was just always my opinion of Lonzo. I thought he was good in college, but I didn't think that game would translate that well.
Bobby Lacey's in the group chat. Bobby Lacey. Hey, now this is a guy that knows sports. This guy played 3 sports in high school.
Three sport athlete sounds like it. Bobcat Lacey.
He was an athlete, man.
Let me tell you about Bobcat Lacey back in the day.
No, he brings up a good point. Tyrese Halliburton. I was reading what I saw on Twitter from this week. Apparently, NBA teams are gonna regret him falling in the draft. I remember Terrell. He wasn't a big Halliburton fan when we were watching the draft together. But yeah, exactly. If he's a pass first, Lonzo would be such a better player. But Tyrese Halliburton.
I don't think Terrell is a big 12 guy though, because he said the same about. I mean, maybe I'm kind of picking, but that's the same about what's his name, the Texas Tech guy, Culver.
Yeah, Jared Culver. How's he been? I don't know. I see, when Terrell takes the Apple TV back home to Maryland, we don't get our NBA TV anymore. So we need him back so that way we can watch more NBA TV.
But we can do the live highlights. I can act it out.
I don't know if we want that. But you could act it out, or you could tell us which highlights you liked.
Kick Move _ said Jared Culver is boo-boo.
I'm sure if you saw
incredible touch around the basket. Raj, are you talking about Lonzo or are you talking about me? Because that's the same thing.
So Tyrese Halliburton woke up in the month of January. I gotta watch more Kings games. I watch more Kings.
NBA Awards 2021. The Ringer staff.
The Ringer staff?
72 games.
Mitch, what's up, man? I need to check on your Spurs. How are your Spurs doing this year?
He's a Spurs fan.
He is a Spurs fan, my man.
Who do you think's your team's future coach?
Oh, that's a good question.
because it's between three people.
I'm not hating on Pop or anything, but I like the new look. He just looks like he's retired already. He looks like he's a retired coach in the
Looks like
NBA.
he's grooming.
He looked like he already announced his
I
retirement.
like
but
that.
he's still coaching.
I think she's the favorite. I think Becky Hammon's the favorite.
She looks like the favorite. I mean, she was coaching them when he got kicked out of the game. She's been on. She's. I don't know if this is for sure, but I feel like she's the longest tenured coach, aside Popovich. I feel like she's been on the coaching staff.
Tenured assistant.
Assistant, yeah. Sorry, I feel like she's been a part of his coaching staff longer than who's there currently. But I don't know if that's fact or not.
I think it's her if she's still available. But what's the question with the Spurs next coach? It's when Popovich leaves. So for some reason, Popovich's still going to be here, and after Becky Hammon gets another job, who knows?
It's not going to be Bill Self, though. I feel like those rumors. Oh, maybe. Who knows?
No, I didn't say it is. I just said if it's not Becky Hammon, then who's it going to be? And if it's not Becky Hammon or Tim Duncan, then who's it going to be? There's going to be one other person they want if they can't get those two. In fact, I think he's still third. I think they want Hammond, and I think they actually want Duncan. If it can't be Becky. But we won't know, and we'll answer that question. There's a lot of ifs with it.
Like I said, we need Terrell to get back with this NBA TV. I miss having NBA on every night. We just went a week without really watching NBA games because he wasn't.
Yeah. There was some college basketball over the weekend. That's what I did, but.
Oh, you know what? There was some college basketball over the weekend. I forgot to throw on my Missouri jersey for today. I brought it out here and everything.
Oh, AP poll should be released soon.
Let's see.
Nah, I think there's still a few minutes.
Will this be the first time that Kentucky, Duke, and KU are in the outside looking in?
KU will still be there. KU will still.
They should still be there. Let's see.
Oklahoma's going to move up.
Okay.
Duke might enter the rankings, or they might still be looking out. I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. They won against Clemson this weekend, right?
Basketball powerhouse, ranked.
Now I'm questioning myself. I know they played. I saw the ESPN bottom line.
They crushed the team they played Saturday. It was a 5-game favorite, but they crushed them.
I'm sure that it was a game that Duke's supposed to win. Clemson, yep, I knew I saw that. All right, and they play Miami tonight. Dang. And then North Carolina, the first of the rivalry games.
They have Jalen Johnson back. I don't know how long he's been back, though, but I think he's been back for a few games. So maybe they can get back in the rankings. Jokes aside, maybe they can. I still don't want to face a Duke or a Kentucky or those in the tournament, even if they're 8-9 seed. That makes me a little more scared. Because remember last time Kentucky was an 8 seed?
An 8th seed? Oh, in the tournament? Oh, yeah, they went to the Final Four.
Went to championship game. No,
and
they
beat Wisconsin?
No, they went to the Final Four.
Duke beat Wisconsin.
Maybe they went to championship game. They lost to
Kentucky UConn, yep.
Oh! They did lose. They lost to Wisconsin.
It was the Shabazz Napier team.
They lost to Wisconsin the year Kick Move Underscore's team beat Wisconsin in the championship game.
Dominated. Kentucky is trash. Yes, Kentucky is boo-boo. Alabama, Missouri play each other this weekend, I think, too. Alabama just lost to Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Oh, Oklahoma.
They're going to move up.
They are. Because also West Virginia lost, too, this weekend.
Oklahoma's going to be in the top 15.
Yeah, Alabama, though.
Drake plays. They're still undefeated.
Damn.
They haven't played anyone, but it's okay.
So,
there are some undefeated teams that aren't doing well, but Mizzou, yes.
Mizzou did get a great win. They had a gut check win, and they came up on top.
Oklahoma plays Texas Tech. So if Oklahoma wins this game, they would have won 4 straight games against ranked teams. That's crazy. KU, Texas, Alabama, and then they're going to Texas Tech. Their coach has been waiting. Their coach has been waiting.
Had they? Oh yeah, Ron. Well, it's Ron Kruger, man. I'm going to make sure I say this right. He's been around for a while.
He has been around for a while.
He took him. Every new coach in college basketball, unless the team that you're coming into is a great team, because the previous coach did such a good job with recruiting. But Kruger has done a fantastic job in Oklahoma and putting some respect to the Sooner name that I feel like hasn't had that respect since the Blake Griffin days. And back then it was the Griffin brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And-
And who was their coach? Their coach, I never knew his name, but he was the guy who was Duke's assistant, who's now Pitt's coach.
Yep.
Right?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, he's had 645 wins in college. Lon Kruger has. He's a Kansas guy. Went to Kansas State.
From Stillwater, Kansas. I got a
Silver Lake.
Silver Lake. Sorry, I got a speeding ticket in Silver Lake one time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's coached around. He coached like Texas Pan American, K-State, Florida, Illinois. He was in the NBA.
Wow.
Can you guess the NBA team he coached from 2000 2003?
The Wizards. Michael Jordan would have been on that team. Pistons?
Lon Kruger.
No, Larry Brown was there with the Pistons. I don't know. Who did he coach?
The Atlanta Hawks.
Get out of here.
Didn't know.
Yeah.
That's a fact I didn't know.
Well, there you go.
Was a Knicks assistant, then did 7 years at UNLV and has been at Oklahoma since 2011.
Well, would you look at that?
So yeah, he's been around. Been around the town. But yeah, they have a good game.
So
today.
you mentioned them beating the ranked teams. They won on the road against Texas. That's all the impressive thing. It's been on the road too against Texas and West Virginia. They lost to Baylor at home, but nobody's going to be no Baylor might go undefeated in the Big 12 this year. Oh look! All right, boom. San Antonio Incarnate Word. That's where Nick Springer.
Incarnate Word, yeah.
And you know what? Texas Tech played them in December.
Okay.
Looking at their schedule.
Wow.
Nick Springer. We're gonna have him on Wednesday. Our good friend from the KU.
Hey,
KJHK.
This is a cool graphic I saw for the analytic people there, which is no one, but NBA teams
The Vegas surprises.
compared to their preseason expectations. Teams like the Jazz, Cavs, and Spurs are pleasant surprises. While the teams like the Raptors, Heat, and Mavericks are yucky starts. Yeah.
Mavericks in trouble?
I've been saying since their first game, they need two things. They need new legs for Porzingis,
Yeah.
and they need to get someone else. Well, if Porzingis can become a prime Porzingis, like people used to think he could
Like
be,
when he was on the Knicks?
with Luka, that can be crazy. They just need another guy, especially in the West, because right now they're struggling. It's way early in the season. But right now, they're outside the playoff picture. They're in 1/5 of the season, but still.
Who finishes higher in the standings this year? The Jazz or the Clippers? Because those are along with the Lakers. I'm not going to put the Lakers in that just yet because, like you mentioned, it's a long season. They've only played 21 games. But I'm very curious to see because these are two hot teams in the West right now who have climbed up the standings in the last couple of weeks. The Jazz or the Clippers? Who's going to stay hot right now? The Jazz, they've been on a clinic the last few weeks with their games. The Clippers, though, they beat up on some bad teams, the Knicks and the Magic. Knicks, not a bad team. Shouldn't say that. Average team right now this year. Average team. A good team. A respectable team. But they took down a team like the Heat, lost to the Hawks, beat the Thunder twice. Did beat last time they played the Pacers, though. I'm looking to see when they play them again. Or excuse me, the Jazz. They play them on February 17th and the 19th. So those are going to be two games I'm very interested in. Terrell, the Clippers do meet the Bulls on the 12th. They'll get to see Tyrese Halliburton and the Kings on the 7th, the Celtics on the 5th. But they do play the Nets tomorrow. Who's going to stay hot in the West? Because you know me, I'm always looking at the top of the West out of bias. But the Jazz have a pretty weak schedule going forward. They just lost to the Nuggets yesterday. But I'm very curious to see out of those teams who stays hot. The 17th and the 19th, big days. They got a meeting with the Sixers on the 15th before all that happens too, though.
It looks like Oklahoma might be number 9 in the AP poll. I'm just looking up, seeing if anyone's tweeted about it, because AP poll hasn't tweeted about it, but I'm just reading the live tweets. So Oklahoma went from like 24 to 9, and Drake is in the top 25 apparently.
And you know what? That's credit to Oklahoma for the resume that they put together. The tournament resume that they're gonna have when that time comes around, when everybody's looking at those
Kansas is number 23.
congratulations.
I don't know if this is from the Des Moines Register.
Oh, I read those guys like every day. You can never know. You can never know too much about Des Moines.
I think Drake's number 25. That is not good, if true. That is not good.
Let's see.
AP hasn't done it officially yet.
But for the first time since 2008, Drake's men's basketball is ranked in the top 25. Congratulations to Drake. You know, they had a Cinderella team one year in the tournament, and it might have been that 2008 season. But there's a barbecue place down there, and the sandwich is named after him. I only know this because Man vs. Food went there for one episode in Des Moines, and I stopped there at 8 when Nico was down there for Drake's soccer camp.
Number 23.
All right, this is an old rankings right here. I can't find the latest.
You just
one.
got to search AP ranking. That's what you got to do.
The official one's out now. Missouri dropped to 18. Yeah, you guys are at 23. Wow. Damn, Missouri's got a
That's their lowest in forever.
Oh yeah, they on the streak for top 25. You guys are on the edge. But it's all right. It's an easy next 6 games, right, Armand?
Well, easier, but they still have West Virginia, Oklahoma State.
Oh.
They got 2 games against K-State, 2 games against Iowa State, and they have West Virginia in Morgantown, I believe, and then they host Oklahoma State. I think they have to go at least 5-1. If they lose 2 of the next 6, very disappointing.
I can't wait for Wednesday. You know why? Because it's our kickoff to the Super Bowl week. You know, we didn't talk about much today because the breaking news that it happened over the weekend. Stafford being traded. That came out on Saturday night at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, right? 8 o'clock. I don't know. It came out Saturday night. But the opening night tonight for Super Bowl is happening. It's the first media day for the Super Bowl. Chiefs back to gold end zones. They didn't have gold end zones in the Super Bowl. Yes, they did have gold end zones in the Super Bowl last year. They didn't have gold end zones throughout the playoffs this year, but now they will have them. Chiefs. Let's see. Tonight is opening night. Looks like the Buccaneers are doing their interviews right now at 11 a.m. Nothing too exciting. Chiefs interviews are going to be happening around 4 o'clock today. So, you know, you can check Twitter for all that. But it looks like they're just doing some virtual interview sessions. Opening night's always a fun night for the Super Bowl. Usually it's a night where the media members get to dress up in costumes and it's one big party at the stadium. But unfortunately, that's not the case this year with COVID, but it's still a virtual session. I'm really excited for this week. I'm really excited to sit down, just watch all the stuff.
I am too.
Out.
I am too.
It's a celebration. That's what the Super Bowl is. You know, for us, it's our teams are playing in it, but
which we aren't used to.
But the Super Bowl each year is always, you know, the biggest. It's one of the most watched things on television.
Well, we were talking about. Usually, we're just hoping for a good game.
No matter what, and you know who put us in the mood? Terrell put us in that kind of mood. Because no matter what teams are playing, Terrell is guaranteed to drop $50 or $60 on some good food. Okay, Michael B. Jordan, little baby, have Super Bowl commercials. Look at that. It's a complete celebration.
Whoa!
That's awesome. You know what? That's what's so awesome, too. This year, it's going to be a lot more stuff coming out because virtual. It's not the same Super Bowl thing every year.
That's great. That's an awesome commercial already.
Just know,
Give me more Michael B. Jordan, little baby.
Little baby better drop a Super Bowl album for the Chiefs. Nah, he's from Atlanta. He's not going to do that. We're going to get
Yeah, but he's one of the not that I'm the king. I don't know everything about the music industry, but I know he's still young. I mean, he's up and coming. He can be a giant. Little baby, his brain's not a baby. He knows what he's doing.
So you're saying he probably could drop a Super Bowl album?
I'm just saying, yeah, sure, he's from Atlanta, but no.
He rocks with
Of course, that's because Kickmove_ got me more on him. I mean, I knew of him, but didn't listen to him not like I listened to him a lot, but didn't listen to him as much, right?
Here, I'm just gonna say what Terrell said. Yeah, it's Super Bowl week, baby.
Super Bowl.
All right, I gotta go get my teeth cleaned at my dentist appointment.
All right.
We will be back Wednesday at 10 a.m. Nick Springer, voice of Incarnate Word.
Incarnate Word? Is that what you
Word?
said?
Yeah, Word.
Incarnate.
Incarnate Word. Voice of the
Incarnate
Incarnate Word Cardinals.
Did you say
Birds.
Sacred Heart Incarnate Word? Or I'm making
No,
that
I
up?
know. Just San Antonio is what we said.
San
Incarnate Word in San Antonio. Voice of the Incarnate Words. But he did call some Jayhawk games back in the day at KJHK. He's going to be joining
The
us.
former voice.
Nick Springer will be joining us on our Wednesday show to talk some Chiefs, because that's what we're going to be starting. We're going to get off, man. We're going to get started about the Chiefs, baby, because it's time to get started and excited. We talked about the NFL. We took Raj's questions. Raj, I appreciate you not asking anything about the Chiefs. That's great. He comes in with topics that, we're not ready to discuss sometimes. Sometimes we're not ready to discuss them. He surprises us.
When we
It's Raj's questions. Raj's questions of the day.
It's Rogers round the table with Raj.
We'll have to
That's what
make
it
that a
is.
segment. We're going to turn that into an
Round the
official
table with
segment.
Raj.
I'll create a graphic for the bottom for it. No, but some good stuff. Some good stuff. New quarterbacks around the NFL. Already the quarterback carousel is starting.
It's already started, and it's good. We still got Watson.
Even the Lions the Rams slid into the Packers DMs about their quarterback and nothing.
We'll see what Watson happens. We'll see if Rodgers stays. Who knows? Matt Ryan, old guys, he's still gonna stay. Who's gonna be drafting the quarterbacks? A team like Carolina, Atlanta, or someone who actually needs a quarterback?
Nobody
right?
is safe.
No one's safe.
Nobody
No
is
one knows.
safe.
No one knows. And just like any draft, we're hyping it up. Watch it just go 1 to 10 chalk.
Right.
Just like
Mock-
usual. What's gonna happen last year? What's gonna happen?
just same
Everything
stuff.
we thought that was
Devontae Smith. You
Hope so.
see this? I think we crashed. No, we didn't crash. Fingers crossed. This is the fingers crossed right here.
Right when you said that, my internet went off. So.
I think something's up. I think that's the world telling us, hey guys, your time's up. You got to go to your dentist appointment.
Yeah,
Marco.
well, thanks, Terrell, for coming on, and everyone else.
Are you kidding me? We had some new viewers today. Mitch
did.
came back to the party. Mitch Osterlin coming back to the party. Uncle Jesse tuning in to talk some Menudo and some basketball with us. Terrell always. I'm scrolling up. Oh, Bobby Lacey tuning in.
Bobby
Lacey.
Bobcat Lacey.
Bobby,
huh?
I hope you tune in more, man.
Bobby Bobcat Lacey,
Bobby
three-sport
Bobcat
athlete.
Lacey. All right, but yeah, that's all we do.
See
We'll
you
talk-
soon. Kickmove_. Safe travels. We'll see you tonight.
Danny Falcon will be on maybe Wednesday or Friday. We'll talk to him. We'll talk to everyone, man. Just like what we usually do. We'll take all the
Everyone.
comments. All they got to do is just comment.
Bowl.
You want to talk to us? We'll talk to you. You got to just talk in the comments. We will talk.
get to your teeth cleaning.
I know. I got to get my teeth cleaned. All right. We'll see y'all Wednesday. Thank you.